Welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. So today I am heading to the Mandarin Oriental La Casa Del Habano cigar lounge. So I'm going to be reviewing a Cuban cigar today because they don't really do non-Cubans, but here we go. I am in KLCC, as you've seen. Absolutely stunning. There's something about the Petronas Towers that just amazing. An amazing building. Awesome. Anyway, I'm heading to Mandarin Oriental, that building over there, and I will see you outside. So we're just coming into the Mandarin Oriental. Great hotel. I love this hotel. First time I visited KL, I stayed at this hotel. Absolutely awesome. So you enter the lobby and I will take you through to where the lounge is. Let's go in. Quaint little lounge. Doesn't see the huge amount of people, but it's very comfortable. And a good selection of Habanos, of course. Fantastic. And then there's a back bit of the lounge over here. Alright, let's pick our cigar. Hello and welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. Today I am in the La Casa del Habano cigar lounge in Kuala Lumpur at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. So the cigar's actually been cut, which is fantastic. Okay, so today I am actually smoking an Epicure Especial by Hoyo De Monterey. I've had these before in the past, they've always been quite consistent. This came from a box from 2018, which is a good 4 years of... No, that's fine. Yeah. This one. Which is a 2018 box. So that's a good 3.5, 4 years of aging in the box, in the humidor, which is great. Testing the draw. I find that Cubans can be very temperamental when it comes to the draw and the tightness of the tobacco. So this on the nose, cedar. It's been in the box, obviously. I'm not getting a heavy ferment in there. Some wet hay. Oh, and I'm pairing this today with a 2009 vintage port. I wanted something a little bit different to your normal whiskies. So today it's port. Let's get... Oh, look at that. It's like an arc welder. Holy moly. Oh, soft flame. That's cool. I like soft flame. Look at that. Yeah. A little softer than a jet. Let's get toasting. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but when I get into a lounge, the first thing I do is look at where the airflow is. And there is a fan above me, and it wasn't on, which is great, but apparently they can turn the fans off, which is good, because otherwise it just swirls the smoke on your face. So it's good to have that kind of a spatial awareness when you go into a lounge. I guess I'm just bloody OCD. Nice. It's running a little tight, actually. So let me, we're going to cut a little bit more, draw a little bit tight. No, it should be okay. I'll see how it goes after a few puffs.
Alright. I'll change the special. Special.
You know you bring anybody here, I will be able to.
In a Cuban sometime. I can change it.
Yeah, it's a bit tight. yeah, no problem. It's a little bit tight, but it happens with Cuban cigars. Can't help it. So they're kindly going to change the stick for me, which is great. But no, look, let's try again. So let's try that again. It's yeah. So with Cuban sticks, sometimes you do get a bit of a plug rate, which is just one of those things. It's a natural product, hand rolled. It's not a machine-made product, so you're always going to get this, you know, obviously human error, which is actually adds to the charm of it a little bit. Otherwise, it just becomes a bit clinical. Now that is a puff. Good. So I was saying, hay, cedar, a little nutty. Oh, looking forward to smoking that. So I got some cedar spills as well, so we can go a little bit old school. Why not? Why not? I love lighting with a cedar spill. Also because it's not every day and back home in New Zealand where you can smoke indoors and not have blustering wind take out everything you've got. So when you can actually have a fire going straight up, it is pretty cool. Great puff. The draw is drawing nicely. The smoke output is quite good. Not overly oily in terms of the smoke texture. Needs a little bit of warming up, but what I love about these top level Cuban cigars is that they do hold their own when it comes to going all the way to the end of the stick. And this one here, I've got a feeling it's going to be a good smoke. Maybe it's going to be a good smoke. Anyway, coffee, a little bit of spice, some dry wood. Definitely you can get that cedar influence from being in the box. Nothing too punchy actually, no flavour that sticks out and kind of warps you in the face. Now I'm not sure how old this box is because they replaced my cigar, but I can definitely get a little bit of that ferment from the tobacco. There's a slight, and this is what I love about well-fermented Cuban cigars, there's a slight sour note, a very slight sour note to the smoke, and it doesn't have that harsh ammonia burn. That's fantastic. Earthy, nutty, hay, a little bit of wet, dried pine needles that work. So pine needles that's fallen to the ground, that's been dried for a while, and then it rains, it gets a little bit wet. Great flavor profile. And I do hate saying the words well balanced, but so far it is a very impeccably balanced blend of tobaccos, right? It's not overly robust, it's not overly sweet, it's not overly peppery, it's not overly anything. It's just a pleasant smoke with a good tobacco flavor, and it's fantastic. Now this one here, I believe it is 200 ringgit, which is about 45 US dollars. So it's not too bad, right? So this is the beauty about Malaysia as well, is that the cigars are not ridiculously expensive compared to the other parts of the world. And being in a La Casa Del Habano store, you know that your Cuban cigars are legit. They're not your roadside counterfeit, which actually Cuban cigars are the most counterfeited cigars in the world. So fantastic to know that you're smoking actual Cuban cigars. Anyway, look, when I get to a certain part where it changes, I'm going to come and talk to you again. I'm not going to do the whole third thing anymore. Alright, the cigar has warmed up a bit. It's loosened up a bit. Smoke output is pretty good. The draw is tight but not plugged, which is great. Cuban cigars are always more tightly packed than non-Cuban cigars, and that's great because in each cigar you actually get a lot more smoke, a lot more tobacco. But the flavor has started to mellow now, right? Some moisture in there, some heat. Nutty, roasted cashews, roasted chestnut, a bit of dry hay, cedar. You can really smell the influence of the cedar in there, just from the weeks, months, years that it's been sitting in the box with that kind of cedar. Fantastic. I get a little hint of black pepper, which I love. Not too much overwhelming black pepper. What I love about Cubans as well is that they're not blended to be super strong, super harsh, super powerful. And so you can inhale a little bit of that smoke through the nose, just a little bit of a little final sniff. And it's just so phenomenal, you know, so tapered in flavor, yet so complex at the same time, so much nuance. I'm getting a bit of espresso. A milk coffee, like a latte, which is fantastic, creaminess, but a coffee note to it as well, which is fantastic. But I will see you when the flavour changes again, and if there's anything to note. So I must say the port is a great pairing, It's sweet, it's like adult Ribena. I mean, what else can you ask for? It's like grape juice with alcohol. It's fantastic. When I run out of that, I'm going to see if they have Tetarik. I'm not sure if they'll serve me Tetarik in here, but I must say Tetarik in cigars, it's a thing. So, look, I am not even halfway. I'm still a fair bit away before I get to the band. The flavor progression is slow, it's predictable, it's linear, it's great. It doesn't have any spikes, unusual spikes in flavor or anything out of place. It's, you know, expertly blended. I'm not saying that Cuban cigars are superior to non-Cubans, although you do pay an order of magnitude more for them. But there is something about Cuban cigars that really does have this, what's that? I don't know, a purist experience almost. It's really strange. It's like drinking sparkling wine or champagne. it's just something about it. It's like drinking Scotch whiskey versus Japanese whiskey or Indian whiskey, and it's just something about it that's just, you know, the originator, the original, the OG. I'm not getting a heavy nicotine hit as well from the cigar, so it's not giving me a real buzz. It's not overwhelming my palate with oils and too much flavor or whatever it may be. It's a pleasant journey. It's a pleasant smoke. That's what I love about it. The coffee is becoming slowly but surely becoming more prominent in a linear fashion. The spice is actually becoming less of a feature. But once again, the hay, the wood, I'm getting some wet leather in there, some old wet leather in there, which is so nice. Fantastic. The ventilation in here is great. There's no fan in this corner. This corner has no fan, which is great, but they can't turn the fan off. But you know, the smoke just goes straight up to an extractor fan over there, which is awesome. So yeah, I mean, look, the leather chairs are really comfortable. It's a quaint little lounge, and what they actually told me is that in a couple of months they're moving downstairs of the Mandarin Oriental to a much bigger lounge. So unfortunately, I won't be here for that. But if you are in Malaysia around mid-year, then I really do suggest you check out the Mandarin Oriental, La Casa Del Habanos with their new bigger lounge. But look, I'm going to keep smoking, I'm going to keep drinking, and I'll see you when something changes. So I'm going to call it right now. I do recommend the Epicure Especial. It is fantastic smoke. The flavor progression is linear. It doesn't shock. It doesn't offend. It doesn't change rapidly. It doesn't have random pockets of flavor spikes. It is a delicious smoke. I'm not even at the band yet, but I'm going to keep smoking this. But you don't need to be here for that. This is a great smoke, and if you do get the chance to have a Hoyo Epicure Especial, I think you should jump on the chance. Buy a box, smoke a stick, whatever it may be. It is a fantastic stick, and like I said, they said they were going to move to a bigger lounge downstairs here in a few months, so make sure you do visit. I might even come back again before the end of my trip. It is a pleasant place to be. But I'm going to call it golden buzzer. It is a yes. It is a yes for me. Until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Cheers. That concludes my La Casa del Habanos here at Mandarin Oriental. I must say, a fantastic lounge, and great atmosphere, a small and quaint cigar lounge, and when you enter, it is so grand. I highly recommend coming here. I've got a soft spot for Mandarin Oriental, and I wish I could be staying in the hotel, going upstairs and swim in the pool, but I can't. You know, I could try. Maybe I could try. I'll just pretend I'm a guest. Just kidding. Anyway, until next time, honestly, I love this place.